Good day, everyone. Again, this is Ma'am Jo, and for today's topic, we will distinguish the difference between a parameter and a statistic. First, let us recall the definition of census and survey. We have discussed, and you know that a census is used if we are gathering information from an entire population, while we use survey if only a portion or a part of the population is being used to gather information. Now, whatever data that we have gathered, and then we apply statistical measures like we compute for the mean or the variance or the standard deviation of the population, that computed value is called parameters. Now, data from sample are used to calculate statistic. So, if the informations that we have gathered are from the sample and we have a computed value, that computed value or descriptive measure is called statistic. Take note, guys, that this one is without an S. Okay? So, the statistics with S is that is the subject, but the statistic without an S is the computed value coming from the sample. I hope that is clear. Okay, to define a parameter, it is a descriptive measure computed from a population. So it is a number that describes the population, and we usually use the Greek letters. For example, if we compute for the population mean, so we have here the mu, and then you have the sigma squared for the population variance, and the sigma for population standard deviation, and we have p for population proportion. So this is a parameter. Again, this is a computed value coming from the information gathered about a population. Okay, so for statistics, it is the descriptive measures computed from a sample. So it is a quantity whose value can be calculated from the sample data. And here we use the Roman letters. For example, you have the X bar for the sample mean, S squared for the sample variance, S for the sample standard deviation, and P hat for sample proportion. Now, researchers usually use sampling, or if in taking a census of the entire population is impractical because it will take a lot of time if you're going to gather all the information from the population. So we only use a sample, and that computed value is your statistic. So statistics are used to make inferences about the entire population parameters. That means it is an estimate of the population parameter. So we use the computed value statistic to estimate the population parameters. Okay? Okay, to summarize, a parameter, when we say parameter, we are talking about the entire population, while statistics, you only describe a sample of the population or the data collected from a sample of the group being studied. So, this is how we differentiate parameters from statistics. Okay, and these are the summary of the commonly used symbols when you are computing for the parameter and statistic. Okay, in the succeeding examples, we're going to identify whether the underlying value describes a statistic or parameter. So remember that census, population, and parameter are interrelated. Same with survey, sample, and statistic. Okay? So, if the situation is a population, the computed value is parameter. If the situation describes a sample, the computed value is a statistic. Okay, let's have number 1. The average grade of all senior high school students in mathematics is 87. Is it a parameter or a statistic? Okay, so this one is a parameter because we are talking about the average grade of all senior high school students. Next, we have 20% of 500 adult males prefer doing sports excluding females. So, gusto nila ng sports na hindi kasama yung babae. Okay, is it a statistic or parameter? Okay, this is only statistics because we are talking about only 20% of the 500 adult males. Okay? Next, we have a survey of 2,514 college board members found that 38% think that higher education costs what it should relative to its value. So here we have the word survey. So that means this one is statistic. Okay, let's have this one. An average of 800 bags were sold by a company for its entire operation until bankruptcy. So this one is okay, we are talking about a parameter. Okay, another one. In a recent year, the average math score on the ACT for all graduates was 21.1. So what is this? Is it a statistic or parameter? Okay, this one is parameter. Okay, let's have this one. Viewer ratings show that 43% of the 2,000 adults watch Channel B. So what's your answer? Okay, so this one is only statistic. Okay, this one, a survey of 1,060 adults found that 67% think that China's emergence as a world power is a major threat to the well-being of all the countries considered first world. So what do you think is this one? Okay, again, there is the word survey, so this is only a statistic. This ends the first part of the discussion. Please watch the next video for the second part and visit the Google Classroom for your activities. Thank you.